even
I mean,
matter.
once
We just fill it with so much light that it can't form. I don't know.
When I shone my light directly on it, it didn't go away. It made it solid. Anyways,
So,
let me try
if
again.
you
Wait,
just
wait,
took
wait,
your
wait,
light
so if
away,
it's solid, you can hit it.
Yeah, and
You
I
can do
shot
that.
it
You can make the roll while you're
5
talking.
times. Okay.
You can work while you're talking.
44.
Out of?
55.
She knows. She messes with the writing desk, and you hear a click. You can open her right.
I weakened that. Anyways.
You what?
I weakened it.
The bolt that was locked.
Yes.
You don't
Worked
think you
on
did,
that
Nissa.
one.
No, Charlie knows.
You can handle it however you want. There's also the bookcase. We laid it down so that because Katelyn couldn't see like anything in the room. So there's a bookcase
Now we
next
can't
to
see
there.
anything.
Yeah.
It's there. The bookcase has books in it, quite a few books. Everything seems to be like damp, like it's very humid in here.
What about the writing desk?
I know.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to give everything to everybody at once. I'm in the wrong page. That's why. There is a large book right in the middle. It's not got anything written on the cover or anything like that. It's just like a blank book, as far as you can tell. There's also, you see, pens, ink, like ink cartridges for pens. For everything is very modern, and the like.
Look, I opened the book.
There's when you just open towards the front, there's script, and you see dates. It looks like a diary or a journal of some kind.
Pick it up.
Yeah, you got it. It's a book. Looks like somebody's diary.
Does it
Anybody
say-
in the room can see this. Say again. Go ahead.
The first couple pages doesn't say anything like.
The first date is 1906. The notation, the first line says, "With another life, I begin another journal." And it looks like short weekly or sometimes bi-weekly entries.
I look for the most recent.
Okay, you start skimming to the back. What about you two? Who's this? Oh, this is Jade Hagger. Did somebody follow you? Did you follow her? Okay. Are you heading in the room or are you just going to stay in the doorway?
God, that creeping look. I'm gonna go in here, guys.
Okay, you all hear that as she walks into this room. You heading in? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's true. Is anybody going anywhere? Patterson and Charlene.
There's like medical equipment. Maybe we can get someone to help Quincy.
You hear that?
I would like that.
Nissa, the book's 3/4 full. The last date is November 22nd, 1925.
What's today?
Today is May 1926. And here's the last entry.
And I asked Quincy when he left here.
Can you give me that information for free?
Yes, November 22nd, 1925 was the night of the fire.
Is that the same as
Bruh.
today? 1920
Bleh.
Yeah,
November.
Nice.
he's telling her that. November 22nd, 1925. Sunday, November 22nd, 1925. Yeah, that's a date that's kind of burned
What
into
day
your
did I
memory.
leave here?
I was like,
I
what?
don't want to
No.
remember.
It's information dump. So you give him you give her that date.
Why you ask?
She's reading this book that's at the writing desk.
What is
She's apparently engrossed in reading it. Looks like you can walk over and look if you want. You could read it over her shoulder too. if you
Can
want.
you
Yes.
read?
You are blind. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, your character can read.
They talk.
He would not have been able to get a job as like a handyman and butler if he
Something
couldn't.
about
It's
spells
1926.
and a woman.
It was the Mitchell family too. They would only hire the best.
Yeah, he probably made you read something before he
All
hired
the
you. You're right. Yeah, I agree. I think that would
Huh?
totally be legit. Go ahead. I'm sorry. It's about.
I said it's about like spells and a woman and immortality.
What one?
Woman.
Good job.
Yes.
He grabbed. Oh, I thought he was grabbing the book.
Wait. Oh yeah. You can. It says he's exchanging his body for a better one that will inherit a great fortune but still have a long life ahead. Allow him to be young again without having to see so many spells so often, once every 50 years instead of once every year. This guy was like into them deep.
Who?
I'm assuming whoever your master was.
I ain't got no master.
You know what she means.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
Not when she says it like that.
You are those
Whoever,
men.
whoever your master was.
Yeah, that's what they call them.
I don't think we did in the 20s.
Master
We
and
still
Miss.
say Mr.
You're-
and
you're-
Miss,
you're-
the
if you
master
were a
of the
butler,
house.
he would be your master in that capacity.
Yeah.
Okay,
And that he's your employer.
And I'm not
Jeez.
mad at that. I'm not mad.
Okay, okay, we'll retro that out.
I didn't know what it was like back in the 20s.
Yeah. There's no disrespect intended for
Even
either
white
party with
butlers
that term.
call them master
Yeah,
and Mrs.
exactly. It has nothing to do with race.
Yeah. Yeah, so they took this host and tried to use his body in someone who was going to. So, did the spell work that night? Could he get into a new body?
He's dead.
Maybe you should tell us a story.
On a cold November night. Blah.
Oh, you just
I
gonna?
still don't know
yeah.
what happened though.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to tell
But just
exactly?
you,
the
I
information
tell
that
it,
you
but
gave?
you're just better at knowing the story, so I don't miss any details that might be helpful.
Well,
to
you
all
got-
this. I tell it in the most engrossing detail I can. Or you can just
got-
hand me the paper. and
Yeah,
I'll
I'll
make
hand you
it
the
up.
paper. Quincy Washington's memory of the terrible night of Sunday, November 22nd, 1925.
I don't have a brain. I just have papers that tell me what happened.
So relate that in whatever way you want. Nobody has actually heard this story yet.
Bum, bum, bum. On Sunday, November 22nd, 1925, I felt really sick that day. I didn't eat much. Didn't even eat what Lin Chow brought me. She was the Chinese maid that worked for the Mitchells. I'm pretty sure Mr. Mitchell and Lin Chow were having intercourse on a regular basis. But Mrs. Mitchell never seemed upset about it, or at least she never showed me. But I did notice that the parents didn't hang out with the child as much.
Who's the child?
Lily. Lily.
Sorry, keep going.
Anyways, that night I woke up to screams of terror. I ran from my room into the library, and I saw Mrs. Mitchell being ripped apart by shadows, like the demons we saw today.
What are you skipping?
No, I'm just trying to figure out how to word this.
Oh, okay.
I heard Mr. Mitchell screaming as well, and I saw shadows chase Lin Chow, though I never saw her die. I'm pretty sure she did. But Mrs. Mitchell was killed that night, and Mr. Mitchell flew into some room. I can't remember the
It
room.
flew? Like off the ground?
Like run.
Okay.
Yeah, like one.
Just making sure.
Okay, she has seen some weird shit, Kyle.
Yeah. But
I've seen some shit.
But I had, my only care was for Lily, so I didn't try to help Mr. Mitchell or Lin Chow. I just grabbed Lily and started lighting the place on fire. And then I was outside and I saw her, I remember.
No. Oh yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Good.
So the child lived.
Well, no. Remember, you found Mint Lily.
Okay, it's just like, is there some really
It's
old-
toward the bottom. It should be that you found Lily wandering in the house because you went looking for her. You found her, and then you got her out there.
Yeah.
So however you want to say that.
So she's still alive?
Who?
The child.
Yes,
Who might have a great inheritance.
yes.
So if this spell worked, then the child might actually be this guy now.
Why would, no.
Read it.
She hands you that book. It's a journal, obviously, and this is the last entry, and it's dated. I should have put the date on. Thank you, Nissa. Meanwhile, Natasha.
Is Kennedy sees more?
In the middle of the room are two large metal surgical tables. The walls have metal cupboards and gas-fronted cabinets, glass-fronted cabinets, filled with all manner of surgical instruments, tools, medicines, and the like. There's even a sink. Forgot about the sink. There's even a sink in the room. I think like slop sink, almost kind of thing.
Well, I was gonna go for strawberry next. Oh, okay.
Across the room is a cage.
No, I was about to
It's about
offer it.
5
You
by
probably
5
should
by
put it
8.
over here for
It's awkward. Like,
It looks like it's got a big metal door. There's nothing in it. It's got a big lock on it, like a big tab lock. and everything is like contemporary, 1925. It looks like, aside from like the brick, like the brick ceiling and floor, it could be a contemporary surgical lab.
I kind of yelled back, there's medical equipment in here and medicine.
I'm too busy reading the thing.
That's fine. I'm reading.
I read it like
You
5
know that.
times.
Did you guys hear that in the kitchen?
So did he transfer
There's
himself to the
medical-
child?
big
or
metal
did he
door
actually
with
die?
I'm still
No,
reading
she
that.
said there's
Or was
medical
that his
equipment
shell?
in here.
I know I'm
Madison.
saying that at you though.
She called that for me.
Or was that his shell that
I
died?
keep going in though.
I think you should
Okay.
wait until Andy's listening to you so he doesn't forget.
Yeah, what did you say? Oh yeah, no,
I said, what if the man who died, it was just the shell of his body and his consciousness was transferred to the dog?
No. Lily is Lily. That is all I know.
Did you talk to her ever after that?
She was too traumatized.
Exactly. Wouldn't you be traumatized if the new brain moved into your body?
I'd be traumatized if my house was on fire.
I'm just saying, it's a possibility. If it actually worked. And if not, then what's that thing that's like wandering around the house?
No.
Where is the shadow of the master?
You say that. You say that. I like that.
Or maybe his body never made it into, or his brain never made it into another body.
I saved Lily.
Yeah, you saved her body.
I saved her.
She was wandering around aimlessly.
As a child would.
How old is
6.
she? She's old.
Charlene's a little jaded.
No, I'm just saying, like,
No, I see where you're coming from. I like
It's-
this role thing's good.
don't want to just put our biases in front of our brains.
Natasha, another door. And yeah, this cage looks big enough to hold people.
So did the book say that the spell was cast like successfully that day, or was it just going to happen that day? Did it ever say that it was successful?
No, because it was the last entry. Was, I'm going to do this.
So what if the spell failed when he burned the house down, and the master is actually the shadow that's trying to get to a body, which was you for a little while?
Ah, what I was asking if that was one of the possibilities, maybe. I'm not sure. Quincy doesn't seem to want to talk about any of the possibilities, so.
Because this is a demon. People are people and demons are demons.
Yeah, but this person was a demon. He admits it himself.
Can demons not inhabit people's bodies?
I don't know.
Like small bro bodies?
It didn't happen. I saved her.
You saved her body.
I saved her. I didn't save no demon.
No, you're fine. Dun dun dun.
This is pointless. I dropped the book.
Okay, just drop it back on the writing desk or whatever.
walk
No, I
into the
got
other
pick
end.
it up.
Yeah, you can pick it up.
And I looked to see if it mentions like who his candidate is. If it ever
Okay.
mentions anything, I mean.
To where?
Are you gonna
Well,
start like reading backwards?
Yeah, I'm reading from the front backwards, or from the back frontwards.
Right. I'm transferring cookies, sorry. Okay. $2 cookies. You're going to the next room, Washington. What's everybody else doing? There's still a bookcase that's got probably a couple dozen books on it.
I'm gonna look through that if it's my turn. I don't think it's turn.
It's
We're out of
not-
combat,
yeah.
so.
Yeah, we're out of combat. You guys can do whatever you want, can go wherever you want at this point. Unless you decide to open that door again, and then we can have some fun again. Okay, you go into the, where you going?
Bookcase.
You going to the bookcase? Yeah, there's a
Also-
lot of books
I'm
there.
gonna search
Well-
for
Couple
anything
dozen.
of interest.
Okay.
At some point during this time, I'm gonna reload.
Oh yeah, no problem. You just doing a new magazine, or are you gonna reload the bullets into your magazine that you're already using?
Yeah, I've got some loose bullets. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
okay,
work
yeah,
my
you can put
magazine.
5 bullets back in. Or 6, or however many will load it up, fill it up. You have Sherman's gun, keep that in mind. It is it's a .38 revolver. So it'll hold 6 bullets.
Does it have 6 in it?
You check the load and it's full. He didn't apparently fire a shot. He's just on the chair with his head in his hands. He looks really shaken.
Can you have fallen asleep? I'm so tired. It was too.
The bookcase. There's several books. Give me a library use check. You're the one examining them, right? Is anybody else looking at the books?
Jade probably would.
Okay.
She's not really.
Jade, you're not going to even need to check because that's your job is old books and stuff. Now, okay, you're not sure which ones are actually important and which ones
Or
aren't.
she's just like, whoop, 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 here we go. Like,
Yeah, you could be like, oh. Several of them are just like, they're about the occult, but they're not accurate. They're books that are just awful. They're just terrible books. You know what I mean? It's this is what witches are like. They have tails, blah, blah, blah. A lot of them are old.
She gave birth to a lizard baby.
Exactly. They would be good for a collection, but they're obviously not accurate in any way, shape, or form. However, there are a few books here that are of interest. De Occulta Philosophia. It's in Latin.
Or
From 1533. Some of these books you're like, holy crap, these are actually valuable books. Tome of the Seer, another Latin book. Wonders of the Invisible World by Cotton Mather from 1692. There are also some books that look blank, and when you look inside them, they're script, and they look like more journals. They're all kind of, and you would
How
notice this
many
too.
of the valuable ones can she carry? Because she wants to bring them back to the library, like to the museum.
If everybody carries
These
some
belong
book,
in a museum.
if everybody, well, actually all of them kind of do, but some of them are obviously just garbage.
Well, no, the ones that are like valuable.
The good ones, they're good size, but you could probably carry 5 or 6 with your arms, totally full. Other
many
people can
are
also
there,
help you. Keep
though?
in mind though. There's also all these journals. There's probably half a dozen journals. There's one called On Alchemy, which is also in Latin. There's one called, you've never heard of this one. It's and this is actually you've never heard of it. It's called Cult des Ghouls, which appears to be in French. And then there's a little book called The Knickerbocker's Tale, which is in English, and you've never heard of this book either.
I'll look at the one in English.
Yeah, you can look at the one in English. You can skim through it, try to figure out what you can about it. Here you go. There's a lot of it's a book. It's like a short story. So you can start looking through that as you will. Other than that, it looks like the other books, although they're old and they might be like good to have, you know that they've all been disproven as completely fabrications, stories that just aren't true, or simply badly written stuff. And so you get a lot of this information too as you're looking through, and you find the journals. Okay, what's the plan, people? Who's doing what?
I'm gonna keep exploring that room.
Make me a spot check.
What is this?
That's a big cage. It's 5 by 5 by 8.
I did not have
Okay.
that one.
You're finding lots of medicines and bottles of stuff. There's blood stains on the medical tables. There's straps on the medical tables to hold people down.
Yeah, probably just did surgery.
Yeah, probably. And the tools, all the equipment looks like it's in great shape. Kyle, you can do a spot check too if you want.
Sure
What are
will.
you looking at?
Sad things.
Oh, what?
Sad
Story of my life.
Yes, sir. Yes.
You made it?
Yeah.
There's one cabinet that has only one thing in it. It appears to be a little bottle, and it seems to be, you look a little more closely, and it looks like it's filled with dust.
A bottle filled with dust.
Yeah, like sand or like really fine sand or silt
Any
or something.
markings on the bottle?
No.
I pour it out.
Like in your hand, or you just dumping it?
Is there like a counter or anything?
Yeah, there's a counter. You can dump it on the counter.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really fine dust of some kind. It has kind of a cinnamony smell.
Just not all of it, just a little bit.
Okay, yeah, you pour it on the counter. It's just like some kind of dust, apparently.
Hmm.
One cupboard you both will find is full of a lot of like paperwork and notes. And were you saying something, Katelyn?
Yeah, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
It talks about, it mentions spells. What are these spells?
You probably have to read the book in more detail in order to get them.
Like,
But
just like, what do they do, kind of? Like,
you think it almost like it tells you how to enchant a sword.
yeah. Okay.
Like to make a
Enchant
sword magical, and there's some way apparently, and you just get the vaguest bit of this, to where it is a way to get Candle Cove to come to you. Doesn't make any sense. You're gonna have to study the book more carefully. This gives you like, I'm skimming it and just getting the gist.
Yeah.
But if you study it more carefully, you might be able to pick up on both of those things a little bit
I
better.
wanted to get the gist of the spells in case there were anything like the what's been going on in this weird.
Okay, there's no. Yeah, the only mention of shadows is the shadowlings from some island that you spot. What are you guys doing? Dun dun dun.
I think I think just playing to my character. I'm gonna like throw that bottle against the wall.
Okay.
I'm just mad.
Okay. It shatters and the dust kind of spills everywhere. There wasn't much. It was just kind of like a bottle like this one.
No,
You guys hear tinkling of glass from the next room.
And I'm like, why did you do that for? Because I'm ready
Useless.
for useless.
Yeah, it
Still
wasn't
looking. Is there any mentions of the name?
Oh yeah. You were going backwards.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Lin Chao apparently was an ancient sorceress. Over 500 years old, apparently. Even older than I, in quotes. He apparently hired her because she had magic that could render him immortal. The whole thing that Quincy says that he was having sex with her, that's definitely on target. They were having sex. Apparently Mrs. Mitchell was also involved in the sex with Lin Chao. His marriage is listed as a marriage of convenience of like minds that is less unpleasant than I thought it would be. And the whole goal of the experiment of the thing was to put his mind and soul into Lily's body. Is what you get. Oh, sorry guys, I forgot something here. There was also a revolver in the desk. Just FYI.
Oh, I would grab that.
It's a little 38, and it is loaded. Paper, pens, and plenty of ink.
Hey,
Are you smoking?
Quincy. This journal says he was trying to take over Lily's consciousness and body and transfer himself into her.
I remain silent.
Okay. He doesn't answer when you do that.
We should probably check on her when we get out of here and see if she's still a normal person or if she's a little too wise for her age and different than she used to be, and only you are the only one who would know who she was any different.
He's still silent, apparently. There's no reply from the next room. What are y'all doing?
Explore that room still.
Hot cigar.
Cigar.
Is it for me?
What?
Yeah, they came over.
When food's out, Bailey's out.
How do you know this?
I told you I'm reading the journal that you threw on the ground.
You're sassy.
I'm not sure that I like these guys as much as the last one. I guess I go into the room carrying the book.
Okay. Miss Hager, are you gathering up all these books you think are of interest?
She's just like going through all the books to see if there's like, all of the ones that like look real and not these fake ass
yeah, I meant
books.
to like look
Okay,
at
you can
stuff.
grab all of them.
I meant
Well,
to
she's
look.
looking through all of them just to like see if there's anything to do with what's going on here.
I meant to
Does your
look.
character speak Latin or French? It'd be under other language.
No.
Because I think all these books are either in Latin.
No.
Oh, The Wonders of the Invisible Worlds in English by Cotton Mather.
She speaks English. She should probably
You could
get
read-
on
that's one you
with
could look through.
learning Latin.
You can look through that one and see.
Okay.
And yes, sir.
Is it it's a revolver, right?
What is? No. Yes.
A gun?
Yes, he's got like his service revolver. It's his 38.
Took out 5 of the bullets.
Okay.
Spun it.
You're gonna pull. Make me a spot check, Natasha.
He's in the room, right?
Yeah, you two are in the room together. You're the only ones in there.
4 out of 25.
You see him do this. He's messing with the gun. He takes. It looks like he's pulling a bunch of bullets out and shoving it in your pocket. Closes it back up, spins it, and puts it to his head.
No! You put that down right now, and I kind of run at him.
Pull her gun. Put it down!
He's
No,
crying.
run at
He's
him.
crying too.
Run
He's
at him,
fine.
grab it. You don't know anything yet.
Okay, let's
And I
see.
grab it from him, if I can.
You are technically you get to go first if you want to pull the trigger.
Bullet.
I kind of yell at him, like, stop him, he's going to commit suicide.
Roll
Thank
these
you.
tricks.
Roll D6.
If you roll a 1, you got a bullet behind there.
5.
Click. You can run over to him now and get to him.
Go ahead, tackle it away from
Wait,
him.
how close is she up?
She was across the room, and she runs at you, and she's basically just running into him.
Go ahead and take
Spin
it, like
again.
grapple it from him and
Okay.
take it away from him. So.
He spins it. I'll give you a grapple check before he can put it to the head and
Or
pull the
punch it
trigger.
away. No, punch it away from his face. Like so it will. If it goes off, it goes off like that. That'd be easier.
He's trying to punch his arm. Boom. Yeah. Okay.
Alright, 49 out of 50.
Okay.
Nice.
You punch him in the arm.
Dead arm.
Roll me damage. 1d3.
Can we say I pulled the trigger?
You can
You
dodge.
did.
I get a 1 plus D4
Second time.
damage bonus.
Oh.
I get
1d3
I
plus
get one.
1d4.
Okay.
Okay.
The 1d4 right there to 2 and divide this one like.
Divide that one by 2.
So
What's your total?
4.
You have 5 hit points? Okay. She punches you in the arm. You pull the trigger. Roll me a d6. Oh wait, wait, stop. That doesn't count. That does not count. It's 1 out of 5 now because you didn't, did you spin it again?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, sorry, 1d6. What'd you get?
3.
A 3. Click.
Click again.
She punches you in the arm and hurts like hell, and then you pass out.
Is that 4 HP? Even though like it's my arm?
She's got a wallop.
She just wailed on your arm. She was like, no! And she slammed you in the arm, and
You
you're like,
almost killed him.
you're like, click, and you're
He
like,
only had 5 points of damage left to give.
and then he slumps to the floor.
He would have died from the revolver.
Yeah, he definitely would have died from the revolver. No, I wouldn't even roll damage for that. That would just be, you're dead.
What have you done?
So I'm at 1.
You're
So
at 1, so you're unconscious.
No committing suicide. No. She's like, take it.
Yeah, you can grab it. He's
I
unconscious.
take the revolver
He
and stick it
basically,
to my
he
purse.
basically goes back. He's in the corner. He goes back against the cabinets, and then he just slumps to the ground, and his eyes roll back in his head.
Can I be sure he's not dead? I'm like, Miss Patterson is like.
He's not dead, but there's a massive bruise forming on
Miss
his arm.
Patterson, I
Maybe
had
when you
enough
hit him, it
unconscious.
actually knocked the gun into his head.
He was trying to commit suicide, Miss Patterson.
What's going on in here? Miss Patterson seems annoyed.
He was so upset that Lily might not be Lily, so he was trying to commit suicide. So I did what I thought I should do: punch him.
No, that's never the thing you do. You have to talk to.
I did. I said put it
Oh my
down,
goodness.
and he wasn't
Here's Miss
going to
Patterson
listen.
trying to heal you. She made the check.
If he really wanted to do it though, he
You get
wanted
2 points back, so
No.
you're conscious again.
5.
You wake up at 3 hit points.
No suicide.
Uh,
You see Kennedy kind of looking over, like, no.
It was just a fist. It wasn't like a blade or something. You're gonna get those points back a lot faster. You'll heal those other 2 points
thank
back
God.
by tomorrow. Okay.
Whoa.
You see Miss Kennedy kind of going above you in a flabbergasted. No.
Miss Patterson's like, what is this about committing suicide?
Y'all took away the weapon, right?
Yes, it's in my
Okay.
purse.
She yells from the next room. Nobody really cares enough to come check, but people yell.
I'm still in the corner.
Did
Yes.
hear
I just turn my head to the corner and just weep.
Okay.
You don't
Miss
know
Patterson
anything.
tries to comfort you because I assume that that's what Hannah would do.
You don't know if it's
No.
confirmed or not.
Hannah would dick punch me.
No, she won't. Miss Patterson wouldn't do that though.
You don't
She's
know
a
if
doctor.
she's possessed at all. You don't know this. You can only confirm. And who says we can't get Lily's soul back into it if it's actually happened?
She's all like,
Then we'll make sure we can get her back.
Then if she's all you got, that means that you're all she has, so don't be stupid.
You hear from the other room.
Yeah, yells from the other room.
Charlie and her just so nice of ways of saying things.
Your character can think that. Are you coming in, Miss Holten?
Oh yeah.
You're messing with me. Wasn't coming in. You
Miss
come in
Hagger's just
anytime.
like, oh my god.
Let's
I
all
mean,
look.
you've got
let's
all
all
the
look
looks
at
you
Quincy
want.
cry.
Yeah, I
It's a
wanted.
good sized stack.
She's not gonna carry those around if she thinks there's a monster prowling.
Okay.
Are any
Just
of those
leave
in
'em.
English?
Psychology skills.
Yeah,
activated.
did she
It's
find
alright.
anything in that one English book?
Nothing that relates to shadows. There's a lot about witchcraft and the signs that you look for and this and that and the other.
Yeah.
Um,
I was asking her though, was anything in English?
Yeah, okay.
A couple
I'm
books.
telling her, no.
There's a lot more journals over here.
Ding, ding, ding.
We'll want the journals.
Ooh.
I want to see the other ones
Alright,
too. What
what
other
is
ones
it?
are they in English?
There's the
I totally forgot about the crime black
this
man
weird
before
little
he
thing.
tried to kill himself.
It's okay.
I
Miss
was-
Patterson's
and then
saying
there's
it.
this
Don't kill
book on
yourself.
witchcraft and
Flip it, you get the front.
all sorts of spells and
I'm persuaded that
things.
it'll all be okay.
I think I figured out which.
He probably needs some psychoanalysis, and you could do that, but it's a long process. But you could use
That's
all I need to do
his
is use
story.
your psychoanalysis
The
to
other
try
one
to
was
calm
just
him
about,
down
like, had
and
a
try to
bunch of
persuade him
spells
that it'll be
witchcraft.
okay if you want.
I still have to
So
accept
what do I
that.
roll for?
You have to accept it, but if she rolled, but you can also depend on your acceptance on how she rolls. Because you've got psychoanalysis, right? At 75%. So if she rolls a 90, come on, it'll be fine. But if she rolls a 0-1, she makes a convincing argument, and then you still get to decide whether or not you accept it. But we can use the die roll to see how well she does.
Let's go. It is a 47.
47 out of 75, so little more than half. So you can decide. I mean, she's trying to comfort you, and how do you want to do this? I mean,
Give me the pitch.
yeah, you're a psych major. You get to play yourself a little.
I was hoping I didn't have to. It was like, don't kill yourself. It's okay. Lily needs you. Stuff like that.
Really needs you. I like that.
I don't think it's Lily.
We can find out when we get out of here.
I don't want to see her like that. I'd rather just be dead.
Well, what if she's not like that? And you kill yourself, and she finds out, and she's sad and kills herself.
Oh God. That's some where's the gun?
Tough love right there.
I can't think about this right now.
Just saying. Crazy things happen in the world.
I just want to get out of here.
Maybe that's a little extreme, but whatever.
What?
So maybe that was extreme.
Dude,
Never go into counseling.
that's a major.
Cigarettes.
No, psychology is her major. That doesn't mean it's counseling.
Oh, true.
Kennedy grabs her other lighter that's in it. Here.
Make a luck check. Let's see if you got a second one.
Oh, okay.
I can see it happening. That's why I'll give you a luck check. Did you make it? 30 out of... Yeah. Yeah, she has a second one.
I put it in his mouth. If you don't try, you won't even know. How do you know this is even all? Tracing one soul into another child, that's not possible. If it is, there's ways to reverse things.
Miss Patterson's also trying to console
Can I
you.
hear that from over?
Yeah, you guys are pretty close to each other.
Yeah.
Oh!
You
laughed.
hush! I just look at you like, that's not normal for Jade. I'm not, get him away.
He doesn't like her.
Oh.
No, she hates Miss
She's
Kennedy.
basically just like won't go out of her way to be kind of an ass to.
She does not like Miss Kennedy.
So the condescending, sarcastic laugh at what she said was,
her just being
you're an idiot.
So you've got Sherman's gun, Natasha. Keep that in mind right now.
How many originals were there?
Half a dozen. You want to look through them? I mean, you want to just like look for dates and see how far back these go and that kind of thing, not like actually study them.
Now I want to see if I can find
beginning-
the oldest one.
The oldest one begins in 1778. The name is Arthur Matchell.
Guys.
This rings a bell for you, Katelyn, because you found out this Arthur Matchell guy that got run. This
Ding.
which if you mention it, then it's that Arthur Matchell who got run out of Providence in 1778 because he was a loyalist, allegedly.
This guy seems to be taking people's bodies one after the other or something.
Different
Look,
bodies of the
And
same
these run up
body.
all the way to 1906, Nissa. Basically,
look-
this is a continuing saga of
Look at the
journals.
handwriting. It's all the same, right?
It is all the same, and I'll need a sanity check when you realize that. It's the same guy, and he's been alive since 1778.
When we threw the books out of the window, that was a different group.
Yeah, that was probably.
That was prior to
that was-
1778. He apparently started keeping journals
Okay, I
again
couldn't remember.
after.
That's what
Yeah,
so
no, yeah. Because he apparently started keeping journals again after you guys dealt with his old journals.
6.
6, you made it? Nice. You lose a point of sanity. This person has been alive
Ah.
and able to write since 1778, which is over 150, which is about 150 years. So that's not natural.
You said
It-
1606?
1778.
No,
was
but
the
you said
earliest.
that it ran back to 16 something. You
No,
just said.
1778.
Well, that's what you said the first time, but then you
No,
said
the
16.
newest is 1906 in this group. It goes from 1778 to 1906, and you've got 1906 to 1928
Ah.
that you grabbed. I'm assuming you still have in your hand, or you got it tucked away somewhere from the writing desk. So the same guy's been writing journals since 1778, and it's all that handwriting right there. That's not a happy thing to notice.
Yeah, this guy seems to be successful in never knowing.
I went harder than I thought.
Hmm?
Try to spell B-U with pretzels.
You can't be me.
B-U. I couldn't do it though.
Okay.
Bye.
Jade, you've got all the good books separated out.
Okay.
All the ones that you think are, I mean, the other ones are still somewhat valuable, but they're obviously not true. Or not even on a occult level. These are things that have been
Oh, I have a Meg on me, so I put as many as I can in my bag.
Mm-hmm. You got that big bag.
Yeah.
You can put all the journals in that bag. It'd be
Okay.
kind of heavy, but you can do
I'm
it.
tough.
And then that leaves a half dozen other decent books, the ones that you think are the most important, and the one you don't recognize, the Cult de Ghouls. You've never heard of this book before. So that leaves you with those half dozen and Knickerbocker's Tale, and yeah. You could probably carry them all as long as you, but it would take both your hands there, Katelyn. Other Katelyn, you're Kate, remember? Do you go in the room? Okay, you're in there trying to help Quincy, so is Miss Patterson,
We
all
can
these
leave
women
these
and
here
white
and pick them
women.
up on the way back.
All these white women around you. Could be worse.
Yeah.
Was Sherman?
She just leaves them in a
Worried
pile
about me?
and then just.
Sherman
freaking out?
Sherman has been freaking out,
He
yeah.
needs to just sit down, take a little time to himself, a little TLC.
You wait here. We're just going to go in this other room.
Oh my God.
Who you talking to?
That's what I just said.
To who?
So
Sherman.
what's
Okay.
going on?
Oh, to Sherman. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so
Sherman's
what
like,
are
okay,
these?
okay.
What are these things?
2 surgical tables, bloodstains, straps, counters and cabinets on the walls, most of them glass fronts. There's a bunch of dust over in one section. One of the cabinets is full of paperwork, looks like notes and crap. Cage, 5x5x8.
Anything in it?
No, but a big old lock on the front, and there's a secondary door in the very back of the room.
I'm gonna go check out this door, you guys.
You do not have a light source.
Mhm.
Oh, you're bringing that lantern? Okay. Oh shit, okay. Sherman's gonna come in here if it's dark, so, and he closes this door. He just looks at it. Like he's thinking the shadows are gonna come for you guys. You've probably only used 15, maybe 20 minutes throughout this whole thing. Looking through the diaries, having this conversation that you guys had. After the whole fight, when you all got back into this room, it's been maybe 15, 20 minutes. Jade, that door's unlocked. There's a passageway that angles down steeply. Do you want to follow it? It's like a 60-degree angle. You can see that it goes somewhere. I mean, it goes down for about 10 feet, and then it looks like it comes to a really wide drain, and then it starts heading up the other direction.
Hey guys, anyone want to check this out with me?
No, I'm trying to prevent a suicide.
I didn't ask you.
Rude.
I come with my gun.
Okay, you're going.
Well, I'm also
over.
looking around this room really carefully as I walk. Like I'm going over this.
Dig
Well,
in.
they already searched it, right? Like, can you tell we already searched it?
No, it doesn't look like it's been searched. It doesn't look like it's really been.
Well,
All
like,
the cabinets are
I
still
mean-
shut,
okay.
except for one that you took that dust out of.
Why don't we look
Go on.
in here first through everything and then go down?
Okie dokie.
They're all glass fronted cabinets, so you can like just see in them. That's probably why none of them are open. So maybe they have searched it. You just don't know.
I'm searching this one.
Okay, surgical
I'm
instruments,
searching one.
medicines, gauze. One has paperwork. There's a sink here.
I look at the paperwork.
There's a lot.
Okay. What does it look like? What kind of paperwork?
Same handwriting.
Okay.
Meticulously dated. This one goes all the way back to the late 17th century.
So this is 1600.
Mm-hmm.
What does the oldest one say?
The oldest one is discussing a new experiment where upon that failed, certain organs being replaced did not extend life as I thought it would, but instead ended life more quickly. However, I now know how to work with livers.
I'm gonna use this opportunity while Quincy's in like a depressed / suicide state
Mm-hmm.
to run up to Dollar General because I'm gonna need some stuff to get me out of my hangovers and stuff.
You're wrong.
But yeah, I drank the last 2 days. I got fucked up.
Yeah, go ahead. We'll wait for Quincy to be kind of hungover, or to be hung.
I'll be back in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, okay. So Quincy's just kind of, So those people, Patterson is dealing with Quincy right now. So good go. So he's mad. He's mad. The game hasn't been perfect. Patterson will deal with Quincy, so you guys don't have to really keep your eyes on him while Kyle's not here. There's no way he's going to kill himself. If you guys want to do other things, you can. You find just general stuff in the cabinets. Yeah. What do you guys want to do? You find the notes and you're kind of, she's looking through this pile of notes that she found in one of these glass front cabinets.
This guy is sick.
There's a ton of them. You probably pull most of them out and put them on the
Looking
counter.
for answers. Hopefully somewhere we can find where the reversal spell or something to get rid of that thing.
I was
Then
like,
you
you
walk
said
back
we were
over to
gonna
them
just
and